I want to use just Obi and Oti to teach you a very perfect class on how to feed Ifa with 3 lobes of the kola. That is 3 eyes of the kolas. Many people are demanding for how to feed Ifa with 3 eyes of the kola. That is 3 lobes of the kola. So I want to teach you. So I will use just Obi and drink, which is Oti, to teach you this class. I can see many people are demanding for this. Maybe they only have 3 logos of the colas in their territory. So that is why I want to do this class very quickly. Okay, let us start the class right now. Don't forget, before you start, you have to be on your name, remove your cap, and start the process. Okay, let us start now. I want to make a good feeding of Ifa with 3 logos of the cola right now. So I already be on my name. So I have to touch the Ifa 1, 2, 3, like you want to knock out the door to enter a house. So you understand? So now I open the Ifa. So now you have to use the cola like this, OB. We do it 3 times, you reset, you reset, you reset, you reset. Ara obì ló ti wá. Ọmọ kékeré ò tó wọ́n omi ṣàgbàlagbà lójú bá Ifá o. Nítorí èmi Ifá gbé mi lékè, ọmọ ẹlẹ́tẹ̀ ọ̀bàrà, ó ní mo ṣe ń pè ọ́ bá Ifá obì tí mo wá fún ọ ní báyìí kọ́ náà láfún mi kọ́ náà sí fún bá Ifá o. Now you will, after you pray that little prayer, so you will start reciting Ijuba. Don't forget that. You know, I already taught you that in my last video. So let us begin now, which is Ọlọ́run ìbà rẹ bádìí rẹ ó mú mi àjúbà Ọlọ́run. Adíbá fún àràbàtù tí ń re káwọn ìyàgbẹ́ lọ́lé yé sí. Rírò ní tènìyàn ṣíṣe ń tẹlẹ́dùmarè ọba. Adíbá fóun yàgbẹ́ ọmọ agbágírí dọkọ́ mú. Ìgbà tí ń lóko àlérò lọ́dún ẹbọ láwó ní kó wá mú ṣe. Àdàbà ṣùṣù anírírò ń tènìyàn ṣíṣe ń tẹlẹ́dùmarè ọba. Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè ìbà yín lónìí. That is paying homage to the Almighty. Ìbà oṣó, ìbà àjẹ́, ìbà lẹ́bọlóògùn, ìbà bàbá, ìbà yèyé, ìbà olúwo, ìbà ojúgbọ̀nà, ìbà kíndìn awo òdẹ̀ta, àgbárùkù awo lẹ́fẹ̀, a fi ọ̀kàn mú fọ fínfín awo lọ́yẹ́ moyin Ifá tó gùn Àyìnlá ìbà yín báyìí o. That is homage to my father, okay? So after that, you have to do like this onto the Obi. So use it to touch Ifa, touch your head. If it's the head of the client, you have to use it to touch the head of that client, okay? So now let us start. So you have to recite. If you are doing this during the period of Ose, assuming that you want to do this feeding during the period of Ose Ifa, so that means you have to recite a verse that specialize on Ose, which is Ọ̀wọ́nrín ọjọ́sẹ̀, Ọ̀wọ́nrín ọjọ́sẹ̀. Òní ọ̀sẹ̀ ọ̀la ọ̀sẹ̀ díbá fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà Ifá ó fọ jọ́sẹ̀ sóbìnrin. Ta ló tó ọjọ́sẹ̀ fi ṣaya Ọ̀rúnmìlà èrìgì àlọ́ Ifá ń ló tó ọjọ́sẹ̀ fi ṣaya. So after that, you have to do like this and use it to touch the Ifa, your head or the head of the client who hold the feeding, okay? So now let us start. What is the next thing? So you have to recite the Odu of the particular Ikin Ifa that you are using for the feeding. Assuming this Ifa is a Jiogbe, you can recite a Jiogbe, but this one is Irete Obara. So we have to recite it, which is at least a verse, 2 verse, 3 verse, anyone you know. So it's very good to recite that Odu. So ọ̀kan jẹ̀gbẹ̀nẹ̀ díbá fún adé èyí tí ó gorí ọba tí ó jókòó ìgbà dédé bí òtútù ládé tó nísinmi. So you have to do it like this as well. You need to touch Yefa, your head or the head of the client. So you can recite it in many verses you like. So after that, you have to recite a verse to open the kola. You understand? So this is the main class that you want to teach now. So let us recite a verse to open the kola. ẹ̀làwẹ̀rẹ̀ awo bìlòdú àfọ́bì obì ń tọ̀run bọ̀ wáyé ẹbọ lawó ní kó wá mú ṣe. ẹ̀làwẹ̀rẹ̀ òde o àwo obì kò séèyàn tó mọ pọmọ obì òye. So that is verse to open the kola. So it's already recited, so it has to open like that. So you will remove this one. You will say ẹ̀dọ̀ obì rèé o, Ifá jẹ́ kí n jẹ̀dọ̀ ayé báyìí. You understand? So after that, so you see now this is the 3 lobes of kola. So now we want to use it. So maybe that we want to do it now so that you'll be able to know how the 3 lobes of kola is accepted. You understand? So that is the major part of the class that we are doing today. Okay, you reset. So before you throw the kola, you will do like this first. Ọ̀tún rèé, òsì rèé, ọwọ́ mẹ́wẹ̀ẹ̀wá ní wọ lọ́jà lẹ́nu, awo ilé, awo òde, apẹ̀tẹ̀bí, aya Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Tí a bá gbẹ́rù lórí, àyà là á gbé kà. Obì náà rèé o. All babaláwo on the seat will be saying àpàyàn. Okay, so after that you will be saying, you will throw the obì. So now it's the time to explain. So if everything open like this, it has 2 options. If I say yes, if I say it's accepted, if everything open like this, so just because it is the class, okay, it's yes. So assuming we throw it again like this, if everything close, you know we are talking about the 3 lobes of the kolas. If everything close, if I says during, you know we have two forms of the feeding, 2 forms of the using the obi. It's either during the period of feeding and during the period of the directive question. But when we are talking of the feedings, we are on the page of the feeding now. We are on the page of the feeding now. So I will still explain the directive question. So if everything close now during the feeding, if I see the conqueror of the enemy, that is Ìṣẹ́gun, we call it Ìṣẹ́gun, that this person has a lot of enemy and is going to be victory over the enemy. So now let us take it again to explain another thing else again. So you know, if 2 open and 1 close, if I says if the feeding accepted as well, the feeding accepted as well. 2 close, 2 open, 1 close, the feeding accepted. If I say yes, it's accepted. You understand? So I'm trying to just do one thing for you to, so you see, accepted as well. You understand? So let me explain in this way now. So if 1 open, 2 close, we say ọ̀kan. This is ọ̀kan. That is, I am on the page of feeding, not the directive question. Ọ̀kan. So this ọ̀kan implies that you should put your mind at rest. You have something special that is bothering your mind. You have to put your mind at rest. So when ọ̀kan comes, so if 2 open, if I says yes, the sacrifice or the feeding has been accepted. If 3 open as well is yes, it's accepted. Or àlàáfíà, you understand? So that is the forms of the feeding. So now let us talk of the directive question. Assuming now that you want to ask that, can I marry this person? Can I marry this person? You know, it's a directive question. It's either yes or no. And you throw the kola and everything open. These 3 open like that. These 3 open like that. If I says yes, you understand? If 2 open, if I says yes as well. If 1 open, if I says no, you understand? If I says no. If everything close, if I says no as well. So that is the page of directive question by using the 3 lobes of kola. Okay, so that is only part that I want to explain for you now by using the 3 lobes of the cola. If you want the full classes on how to feed differ with OB or T and so on, go on to my page and find out the videos. Àbọ̀rú, àbọ̀yé, àbọ̀ ṣíṣe.